Hello, viewers and supporters of the creative community. I'm your host, Alicia McNeely, and you are now watching Artist-Driven TV.
Hi, Mr. Harley Morris. I heard you working on your, your first feature film.
Yeah, it's called Nailed Down. It's a psychological thriller. I'm trying to do something in between two different genres. There's what's called the torture porn, which I hate the title, but that encompasses
What it is.
Yeah, it encompasses like movies like Hostel and the Saw movies, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the thrillers, like say Silence of the Lambs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to kind of hit in this gray area that takes a little bit from each and tells a story.
So it's kind of like torture porn with a heart.
Yeah, actually you can almost say that. I never thought of it that way.
Actually look at it and feel something. Like,
Oh, you'll feel something.
I'm involved, man.
But I've even taken the gore aspect out quite a bit. So
really?
There's blood, but there's not a lot of it.
Okay.
And so that way it focuses more on the story.
And plus it leaves a lot more to the imagination.
Exactly.
So you got a lot of really, really dark art. What got you into that? It seems like so many artists here in Louisville, they just like to do stuff with like the devil and demons and everything. But when I look at your work, it's like a lot different than any, the others I've seen, like say Satan or some of the others.
Right.
So you feel
I have to ask a question. In what way do you notice the difference?
Your artwork has more of a refinement to it,
right?
As opposed to the grittiness. There's still the grittiness there, and you can still see this is some dark stuff. It's really heavy, but at the same time, it's something about yours is more sophisticated.
Oh.
So it feels, when I look at it, it feels like almost like you've been trained to do this properly, but you still want to break away from what everyone's told you to do before. What made you want to do
scholarly, pristine?
That's an interesting question because I wasn't trained at all. All my work is all me. I train myself.
Right on.
The refinement, I guess you're talking about. I guess you're talking about the difference between dark lines and light and shading, things like that. Sure. Basically, that stuff comes from when I was doing ink work for one comic book back, I'd say it was 2002. Mm-hmm. It was a book called Realmer, and I learned ink work that way. And when you're learning ink work, then you're learning shadows, light, you're learning values, exactly. Yeah. But I didn't learn it in the typical way. Exactly. I learned it very off. So you might be getting some of the offbeat stuff from that. Mm-hmm. But I still took what I did learn that was somewhat traditional and incorporated who I was as far as an artist. And actually, the great part of that, to segue a little bit, the artwork, the drawing work, actually has helped me understand filmmaking a whole lot.
Very nice, yeah.
In that lighting of the situation and making sure that there's good contrast and you're not overpowering the shot with either too much light or being able to not see anything with too little light. Mm-hmm. So it actually, if you think about the two different artistic mediums that I was in, they actually correlate pretty well.
Oh, very much so, because a lot of times when you're actually doing films, instead of just horror films, storyboarding. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much your own storyboard artist, I would think.
No, you know what the weird part about this? I love drawing. I don't storyboard anything.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Man.
Everything's up in here. Which people that I've worked with absolutely do not like that. They want storyboards, and I'm like, I know what I want, so I point you in the direction. Let's shoot it. Go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I'm a very outside of the box artist.
Yeah. All right.
That's what every artist should be.
Well, I would think so. One of my favorite, you were talking about in my dark art. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite quotes is from Rob Zombie, and that is, "Art is dangerous." Yeah. If you don't elicit a reaction of some sort, whether it be positive or negative, then it's just bland.
You just pretty much
you're
asleep.
Right. So I owe anything that I draw, anything that I bring to life on film, or anything, even musically, because I used to play music for a while. I want something to elicit
Emotion.
a reaction,
Yes, sir.
something that sits there in your gut and goes, man, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, but you know what, this fight guy,
But you're making them
he's
feel
got
something. Oh, hell yeah, yeah.
and that's where I come from.
Very nice.
I'm just a creative person in general, and to me, the filming seems to just be an evolution of my artistic endeavors.
Very nice. Very nice. And y'all lucky, we actually going to show a few clips from Nailed Down by Mr. Harley Moore, so stay tuned.
Wait. I can see how this looks from your point of view. And normally I would empathize and just be like, why is this guy doing this? This doesn't make any sense. But today, empathy does not exist here.
Thank you for joining us for our first ever episode of Artist Driven TV. And thank you to all the artists who have come out to be interviewed by us. Please continue our journey as we explore more local Louisville talent.
Like us on Facebook!